Well, my friends, here we go again. Rank 22. Yeah, 22. Because 23 we have to make harder day. Because the 23 court is almost impossible. Now watch. Here we have to enter in our 22 court. Maybe you know it. Let's do it. So my friends, now we enter in next route. Maybe you know it when you see that. No, it's not Brennero. That looks the same. No. That is here. Those things, this is from the war, you know. When the war was almost 100 years ago and they make bam bam bam, there you see the holes in. But now we enter in our 22 court ranking. So here we have to enter in, you know. That is how it looks. But is that the reason that it is number 22? We will see. Maybe you know it now on which court we will enter in. Bam, watch here. There it is. So only a few meters, then we come to this famous disc. Wow, watch this. Court 22. With the famous disc in front. I can tell it how it was. Now it has changed, but back then in that disc there was the little animals bam 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 going backstage, you know. I was in there. And there the girl who worked in there, you know, we were backstage, she showed me all. And she said to never buy something to eat here, but that was back then. Bam. Whatever rough people here, that I can tell you. And now we enter in. So my friends, we are here. Rank 22 is Ghosttown court, you know, Ghosttown, bam. So, well my friends, here we are. Ghosttown court is our rank 22, you know. Ghosttown, very rough place, you know it. So, now a little thing was on. Here we are. But the thing is, nowadays, I like it to be here, to play a few balls. So, I have a little bit pleasure when I'm here, you know. But still it is on the complete downside. The name is program, you know, Ghosttown. That means, you know, South Africa, for example, I will always tell this, Menenberg and on and on and on. Here, you never know what will happen. But the last years, there was not much problem anymore. So, watch. It looks very nice, you know, very friendly. You have those trees in. You have a little bit of far outside, you know, there are no walls, no houses, only here. You see very far. And here we have the green thing, you know, which is also nice, a park. So it looks very quiet, very nice. We have a rubber court, which is also good, you know. That is really, really nice. You know, it's not the roughest, also not the absolute smoothest, but more, a bit smoother than completely rough. There I know much more rougher courts. And it is almost straight, so there are not much wobbling in. There are no holes in, you know, like on many other courts. We have a wall, a net, you know, so that looks all good. The net is very high and now it is very clean, you know. That is also a thing. So why is this rank 22, you know? So Ghosttown. Why Ghosttown? You have seen the entrance, the impressions. That looks a little bit more rougher, you know. This place was back then really a rougher place. I told the story once. Here you can watch, this is now a dog area where people can enter in with dogs, an own area where the dogs can play, you know. And also there now I have never seen a problem, you know. I know other dog areas where are much more rougher people where you say, boah, but here no problem. And this white house they have built new, you know. And there is a no-go court also in, like a kindergarten. I have shown you that no-go court. We have table tennis now. They have built in a kids place here. But back then that was other, you know. In the 90s there we had also one of the oldest basketball courts in here, and that was exactly here where the dog area is. And back then the whole circle was closed almost, you know, because there is a main route to the train station, you know, and on there is the most traffic street from our city, you know. And back then there was all closed, and there we had a red big basketball court, you know, and that was very hidden because almost no one entered in here. And there were really strange people, there were drug dealers and on, so you avoided this because when you were in here no one sees from outside what's going on, you know. That a little bit in that way it was. And now this court, I cannot tell you since when this is here, you know, around 15 years, 18 years, 20 years, you know. I know it from 2007 around, it was here, I think, around 20 years plus minus. But I think later 2000s, 2, 3, 4, I have a video. I was 2004 walking, I have watched it, but you could not see in, if you know, but around that time. So, and you have seen it here, we have no net, the net is away. Also on that side the net is away, and that is not good, you know. Then the board is broken, you have seen it, it is very roughed up. One of the most roughed up boards which I know, you know, completely damaged. Also here it is broken, but it is nice playable, you know, because by those cage constructions normally it can be shaking, but you see it is on there and there, but the ball will always fall out, you know. And when you are jumping, running, this tool here, when I stand I'm 180, only this, so when you jump you can crush in. There you have to watch out. The downside is this net. There the ball so often fall out, but you see they have changed it now with those click thing, and now that will last a little bit longer, you know. So they have renewed this place also. But for example 2 years ago everywhere that was completely open, you know, and then the ball fall out. And here you see this net. That was a problem because when it fall out here you had to go the whole round, you know, go out the whole round, or you got from here the whole round. And when you fall in here then you could move this, but that happened a lot of times, you know, and that was not good, especially when you had higher jumping balls like a Mikasa, the BQ 1000 competition, you know, that was always falling out. And here it is more dangerous because we have the main street, and there was the net open on there, under there, and so here you would never throw from here because that often happened, you know. So that was a downside, and it was always dirty in. And now this year always when I came here it was very nice, you know, so cool, like they have cleaned it out. But I told you, Ghosttown, it could happen that you find needles in here, needles from the drug addict, because a few meters more there are the all drug addicts, because they have their building where they always meet. I know that because I have worked here, you know, and there I have seen the needles in the street, open needles. So here I always watched because there was so much dirt in that you never realized what is all in, and from the trees when it all falls down, you know. But now very good. And so rank 22, because from the playability it is nice, but you never know, you know. So people are not strange anymore when I'm here. You have seen how rough this is. There is no door to open up. You have seen that in the beginning. But here also, Ghosttown, I would never trust what will happen here. But because they have here the kids places, open environment, the dog people, so here are much more normal people, but my feeling is still a bit from back in the days because I know it all. And the thing is with no net and that the ball can fall out, that you always have in your mind, you know, and when a ball falls out there, that is dangerous, because when an accident happens, you don't want this. I have seen this a few days ago. There were people playing in my in my area of the city football, and there is no net, and the football fall out. I wanted to hold it for the kids, but it was too fast and too high, and then it crashed into a street. And exactly when the car was coming, there was a motocross driver, and he wanted to drive here, and the driver of the car didn't see it, and then the motocross almost crashed in. He was making this to the window of the car, and I was sitting in a very, very old man. And exactly after that happened, 1 second after that, the football fall into the window of the car. But this man was so old, and he didn't recognize that a football was crushing. And that is dangerous, you know. I've seen that with skateboard a few meters there, when a friend of mine slipped out with the skateboard crushed in the street, car was coming exactly to the tail or nose, and the skateboard was flying up, I think 6, 7, 8 meters in the high, you know. And so that is a thing, because I would never trust. Now it is very good, you know, but still normally you never know what you can expect. Never bring the best balls. The ball can fall out. No net. The board is damaged. And those are the things why I have to rank it so down. And you never know what people will come in. So that is the thing. And here also are kids who enter in, but not that much. That will be the case in our rank 23 court. And so Ghosttown, you know, I like it here, but you cannot enjoy the playing that much because of those things, you know. And that it is. So from Ghosttown court, the very quiet, friendly place today, but on the other day it can change. But yeah, that it is. Rank 22, we will see us again then by rank 23. Until then, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.